Hi everyone, welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV for a new episode of Round the Corner. Chelsea will face Manchester United at Old Trafford this Sunday in what promises to be an intriguing fixture. There's always drama in this tie, but after Erik ten Hag sacking this week and Man United winning against Leicester, Chelsea losing to Newcastle and crashing out the Carabao Cup, there has been another level of intrigue added to this fixture. Chelsea are not a team that really has a lot of luck at Old Trafford. We've not won there in 11 years in the league, and it's time to change those fortunes. Enzo Maresca's at the wheel. Last season, Chelsea Man United at home was probably one of my favourite fixtures, along with Chelsea Man City at home, but those two ties were just full of action, full of happiness, and Cole Palmer obviously scored 4 against Man United last season. So can he continue his goal scoring ways at Old Trafford and help us turn our fortunes there is the big question. But lots to get into, lots to talk about with this one. But before we talk about Chelsea Man United, guys, I've got to tell you about Omely, our channel sponsors, guys. If you don't know already, Omely's a new space. It's an app where you can get involved and voice your favourite football opinions, maybe unpopular ones, and you can debate them with your friends and other creators. You can basically join other creators in their space, get involved in their debates and voice your opinion. And the more you win or lose debates, the more interesting it gets. But it's a way to be involved and not just sort of comment from the sidelines. So if you want to get involved, you can also talk to us, Chelsea Fan TV on there. We do some shows there too. Check out the link in the description, guys. Download Omely and get involved now. It's great. But let's talk about the game, guys. It's a highly anticipated one for the neutral too. We always do make it interesting for the neutrals, don't we? But yeah, Erik ten Hag is no longer Man United's manager. A lot of Manchester United fans are relieved. It's a sign of perhaps optimism for the future. They're sat 14th in the league. It's been a terrible start to them, I think is fair to say, to the season. Chelsea, however, we started out quite brightly. We've had a few bumps in the road, and when it's come to playing the top 6 sides, and a lot of people, you know, might still make some funny comments about Man United, but they're still a traditional top 6 side. They are still a top 6 side, and this is going to be not a straightforward game, but I do feel positive. I am actually going to this game as well, guys. I don't get to go to many away days, so I'm really excited about this one, and I hope maybe I could be the lucky charm. Can I? Is that really naive and delusional to say? But I don't know. I'm going to go to Old Trafford and we'll see what happens, guys. Hopefully we can win and talk about this one positively. But yeah, it's exciting. Excuse me. It's exciting because I think there's a real good feel around Chelsea right now with what's going on with our A team, because now is what we're calling it, A team, B team. Disappointing to crash out the Carabao Cup in the way we did against Newcastle, but guys, we've reset eyes on the league. It's time to grind out results. It's time to really solidify that fight for top 4 and just keep going about our business as we have been doing. Now, we obviously lost to Liverpool, which was a shame. We dropped points, and we obviously picked up points against Newcastle at the weekend, and now we need to pick up points against Man United. Tough place to go, again, not one we've really had positive results there. A lot of draws sort of from the 2021 period up till 2023-ish, and then we obviously got beaten there 4-1 not long ago. Then when it came to playing Man United last season away, it was said that that would be the perfect time to play them. Man United was suffering in the league, and then what happened? We went there with Pochettino at the wheel and displayed one of our worst performances. Got beaten 2-1. I think Sanchez saved a penalty in that one, Bruno's penalty, and then Scott McTominay scored, and then I'm pretty sure, was it Garnacho? Somebody else won it late. And yeah, Palmer scored in that one, but frankly it wasn't enough to really take anything away. A lot of people turned on Pochettino in that game, and I think that's when it kind of started to go downhill after that. But it was another game that we lost there, and we walked away with a real kind of gutted sense. Now Man United are going to have this whole new kind of refreshment at their ground. A lot of fans are happy with this, and they're probably going to edge Man United a little bit extra, be that 12th man there. They'll take some pride away from their Leicester game as well midweek, and they're going to welcome Chelsea and say, maybe this is where we turn it around. Maybe this is how we welcome the new Amorim era. So that when he arrives and he's implementing his tactics, we're already backing him, and that's how they're going to take this one. Now, it's just so typical that Chelsea's the first Premier League club that they're playing, as in the league, with Ten Hag no longer at the wheel. And yeah, I think it's going to be interesting because, well, actually no, because Ten Hag was sacked before... I don't know, guys. Anyways, I don't know where I was going with that. Not the first, but you know what I mean. It's obvious that there's going to be this, like I say, feel-good factor around them. But it's interesting to see how our seasons have unfolded, because I'd say going into the season in summer, there was a more positive kind of this feel-good atmosphere around Man United entering the season in summer as opposed to Chelsea, because we didn't really know what to expect when it was clear that they would back Ten Hag because they explored other options and there was really nobody better. It was said that this could be a good turnaround for them. They obviously had some transfers like we did, ones that Ten Hag was heavily involved in, and then they came into the season and it was not quite what they imagined. With us, however, it was quite the opposite. We didn't really know what to expect, and then Enzo Maresca showed us some real good signs of why we should have faith in him, and so far it's been good. It has been good, guys, we can't lie. Let's not have that Newcastle game shadow our success so far at the start of the season, the way we've played, the way we've looked, the hunger, the drive. We know there's areas we need to fix, and that's defence, and it's definitely an area that I'm quite concerned about going into the game against Old Trafford, because we do give chances away. We do, and it's all about whether the opposition capitalises on those chances, but we do give them away, and sometimes we tend to be at fault for our own sort of mistakes, and then we concede, and then it's, yeah, not great. So hopefully that doesn't happen and we're at the top of our game. So that being said, I've spoken 7 minutes without actually telling you how I'd line up for this game, so let's get into it, guys. Obviously Robert Sanchez in goal. I mean, Jorgensen, sadly, I didn't think made a very strong case for himself to start this game, and let's be real, he wouldn't have started this game even if he dropped a 10 out of 10 performance against Newcastle. Sadly for me, it wasn't quite good enough, but again, I'm not going to judge the keeper of that one game. He's obviously someone that's still young, developing, etc. But Sanchez will start in this game. Hopefully, Sanchez, you're not distributing the ball to Man United players as you were doing against Newcastle. And hopefully, you're also not kicking it out of play, and you're helping us play at the back as much as you can. Obviously, a very key part of our game. I think both teams are going to go full attack for this one. Almost that kind of nothing to lose a little bit, because we'll both want to go at each other as much as we can. And that's pretty much what happened last season at Stamford Bridge as well. How we were 2-0 up and we managed to concede 3 times and almost feel like Man United had made a comeback is beyond me. But yeah, we're not going to go back to that one. We're not going to talk about it too much, because we did come out 4-3 on top and it was one of the best games of last season. But anyways, guys, I'm waffling. Let's talk about the back line. I want to see Reece James at right back, Levi Colwill with Fofana at the back, and Marco Correa as a left back. Please, Maresca, don't overcomplicate it for this one. I know and I really understand that you want to play Malo Gusto, because he's a very key part of how we build, and he's both good offensively and defensively. But for this game, I think we need our actual fullbacks on the pitch, because Reece James, you can't not play in this game. A fully fit, available Reece James has to start in these games, and I don't really want to see him at left back. I think Marco Correa has done nothing wrong to warrant himself a spot on the bench, and I think that he'll be crucial. He's been a very good left back, and this whole year, like the annual year, he's been very good. So I hope that that's the case. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree in the comments down below. It's not necessarily a thing where I want Malo Gusto dropped. No, I just want us to have a little bit more solidity with our fullbacks in this game. Moving forwards now, this is a very hot topic at the moment with Enzo Fernandez and whether he should be playing or not for Chelsea at the moment. Now, I think it's no coincidence that in these games, Enzo Maresca has started Lavia and Caicedo alongside each other, because we saw it against Liverpool, we saw it against Man City. I think Lavia is the more physical midfielder that we will need in a game like this. He carries the ball well. I think he's very strong physically. He's quite dominant aerially as well, and I think that that's something we need in this midfield. Sadly, I think Enzo Fernandez, he's got a lot of stuff going on in his personal life as well, which I'm not going to talk about because, frankly, it's his personal life, it's something that he's dealing with, and I don't think it's unfair for me to I think it's unfair for me to sit here and talk about how his personal life's going to affect his football at the moment. Let him have his time out. He is also human like us all. Yes, we have not really liked what we've seen on the pitch from him, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to slate my own football player when I know he's going through a rough time, but I don't think he'll play in this game. Caicedo, Lavia in midfield. Moving forwards, Cole Palmer, of course, there, and I think that he will score in this game. I think and I hope, and we all know, hopefully, in our minds, that Cole Palmer will be a true weapon in this game. Now, I'd start Neto on the left and I'd start Madueke on the right with Jackson leading the line. I think that is probably the strongest we can go full out with the players having rested, because none of them played really in the midweek fixture, and they should be absolutely ready, firing, fit and energetic for this one. Neto, we have seen, is a real force on that left hand side, and he can come in centrally. He links up very well with Palmer's, we've already seen, and I want to see him play. He is someone that has been dropping really good performances when he's been on the pitch. He fights, and I think that Neto will be crucial in a game like this. Madueke equally, we don't need to talk about that. Madueke has made a very good case for himself to be getting regular starts. Some may say that he's not had the same impact and output that he has maybe at the start of the season, but don't doubt that Madueke is a very useful player for us. He's seen as one of the more seniors now as well, and I think in this game he's going to be up for it. He's not going to be fearful to take on his man and try to cross, be involved and try and get an assist or a goal himself. And then Nico Jackson, of course, leading the line. I'm sure that Jackson's a player who has taken a lot of lessons from last season. Even against some of the games, particularly like Man United maybe away, he'll look at and take a lot of lessons, and he'll be equally ready for this one. These players know what it means to play against Man United in the league away at Old Trafford, and they will be up for it, I don't doubt that. So Chelsea, do your thing, get us a win, please. I hope that I can go there and see a win at Old Trafford, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm apprehensive, but there is a little bit of optimism in me that's telling me that something's going to change this Sunday. Hopefully I'm right. Hopefully we can talk about a win, guys. Yeah, subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV if you haven't done so already. Check out my personal channel as well, Nina's Chelsea Corner. Like this video, guys, and as always, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next one. Up the Chels.